body code. And I'm sorry.
Hey, how are you? Thank you for joining. Say hello if you're bored. Cheers. Or I want to do some product empties and reviews. So I'm trying to compile those because I'm a product junkie, so I use a lot of stuff. By the way, again, if y'all care, I use the No Problem Primer by Touch and Soul. I've been using this for a while, as y'all can see. I think this is fine too. But anyway, so I put on a long wear primer, and then I put on a pore filling primer, and I'm pushing it into my skin and around my nose. But anyway, being gone from YouTube for so long, of course, life was out here lifing. And I kind of got away from what I was passionate about, even though I did stuff off and on. Kind of focused on the professional aspect of things. And I let my dreams kind of get away from me. What am I looking for? All right, so I got my long wear primer on because my skin gets oily after a little while. I'm next going to go in. I always do all my priming first, so I'm going to look like a fool. But there's a method to my madness. So now I'm using the being gone from YouTube for so long. Of course, life was out here lifing. And I kind of got away from what I was passionate about, even though I did stuff off and on. Kind of focused on the professional aspect of things. And I let my dreams kind of get away from me. This is Juvia's Place, excuse me. I prime eye primer, and it takes just a little bit of this. I divided it between two fingers. And that covered everything that I needed it to cover. Down here, I also put a little bit under my eye. I don't have like heavy dark circles, but we all have little micro creases and fine lines under our eyes for the most part if you live a little bit. And I am 34. I'll be 35 this year. And I definitely have some very light fine lines under my eyes, but it's okay. They ain't stopping no show. That I find out and about. I'm spraying on some matte setting spray. This is one that I am trying by Giovanni. Matte Finish Facial Prime and Setting Spray. It looks like this. I don't know where my fan is, so we're gonna use the palette. And no, this is Juvia's Place, excuse me. I prime eye primer, and it takes just a little bit of this. I divided it between two fingers. And that covered everything that I needed it to cover. Down here, I also put a little bit under my eyes because I don't have like heavy dark circles, but we all have little micro creases and fine lines under our eyes for the most part if you live a little bit. And I am 34. I'll be 35 this year. And I definitely have some very light fine lines under my eyes, but it's okay. They ain't stopping no show. But now I have, sorry, Molly, y'all's face. Oh, wow. Ew, nasty. I have allergies really bad, by the way. So I just dug a damn eye booger out of my eye. Sorry for saying that word. I have a bit of a potty mouth sometimes. But you can guarantee I mean what I say and I say what I mean. But anyway, I picked this up at the beauty supply store, and it's long lasting full coverage HD concealer by Nika K. I'm going to use this to color correct where I grow hair. I'm going to be serving Oompa realness. Oompa Loompa it is. If you are a normal human being and not somebody painting a mask on, you would use a lot less of this. Whether it's redness, darkness, discoloration, whatever. And counteracting it so that you don't see it. Got Airspun translucent powder. This is in the shade Suntan, and I am going to take the lightest dusting of this. Well, it's light to me. Set that, and I'm just taking what's on the lid so we don't overdo it too much. All right, now we're gonna go in with foundation. Please don't ask me what foundation I use. I mix Derma Blend leg and body in this mixture. The e.l.f. Halo Glow liquid filter. Multiple shades of Lancome Teint Idol Ultra Wear. A few pumps of the Fenty Beauty Pro Filter. Yeah, I know this OG. But anyway, what I need. And this color looks extremely off on camera. But that really doesn't matter to me. We're going to take it down to the neck. But I'm putting on a lot of foundation because I'm trying to cover up how I feel on the inside. Now, I'm all right though. But I do wear quite a bit of foundation. Go on if you're not one of the girlies who puts the makeup on. You got to put the makeup on to, you know, follow this channel. Because as you can see, you know what's going on. Do my brows first. If you want to know why I have this on, it's because when I get in my full regalia, I don't want to put makeup all the way up there and then have to take it all off. So I kind of give myself a 3 head. And I got a little more space here. And I just keep in mind that as I blend, this cap tends to come back sometimes. So it's going to rise up a little bit. And by the time it finishes rising, it's going to be where I need it to be. But I meant to do my brows first, y'all. I'm very over here, over there with my brows. So sometimes what I would do is use a powder, and sometimes I use a pencil and a powder. Sometimes I use the pomade. It's literally how I'm feeling. But I have this pencil sitting here that I don't think I have used. And it's a Nika K eyebrow pencil. I'm pretty sure I get this from a beauty supply. But I go through my makeup stash sometimes, and I just pull out stuff that I haven't played with or that I don't remember using. I just put a little translucent powder in my brow. It'll help grab the pencil a little bit better. And I use my natural brows. I probably shouldn't. Or I probably should stop. Maybe you should stop. I'm using this pencil for the first time. So, this is a bit of a first impression. But I'm also on a bit of a learning curve. I should grab a pencil sharpener. That's normally a good brow. I also use this cap to figure out whether my brows are kind of even. These little lines here, they kind of guide me on where my tail should stop. Yeah, I don't think that this pencil has enough pigment for me. And this is in the shade, it don't say. I would think that it would be like a deep brown, a medium brown. I don't like this pencil that much. I'm going to go in with the I Shade Brow Palette. I think. I'm going to take this shade and I'm going to tighten my brows up. Outlining of the brow. All right, and we're going to start ombreing with that shade. So I'm going to take, see, I'm touching my face. This is why I honestly don't like doing my foundation first. Just took all of it off. All right, let's do concealer. So we're gonna go in with the Laura Geller Baked Radiance Cream Concealer. My brush, I just made that word up, but I said brush. All right, so I'm just gonna tap into this, and I'm using a Wet n Wild concealer brush. I think that's what this is. I've had it for so long, it's worn off. The mirror right in front of me, y'all. I promise. I can't do this without a mirror. This is just a force of habit to contour the front of the brow. I'm going to go into that later with contour, bronzer, things of that nature. I think this is it's a shadow brush, a packer brush. I don't know what the retail name for it is, but it's a stubby, fluffy brush. I like that concealer. All right, I'm gonna take my foundation brush. Go ahead with this brush so that it can be flat and be able to do what I needed to do and deliver as little product as possible. All right, so we got our second layer of foundation on. And this is normally where I introduce a sponge, but I do that in strategic areas. And It's going to be under the eyes, around the mouth. Now I'm going to go in and do my bronzer, I think. I use Juvia's Place cream bronzer. This is in the shade Amber. Make sure this is in place. I like how warm and red this bronzer is, y'all. It looks so nice. When I do my bronzer, I take it from the top of my ear to the edge of my eye. I wish Juvia's Place really would come out with like the cream bronzers or blushes into a pan and put them into a palette. Don't be afraid by how stark it is. It's a method to the madness. I'm just using bronzer right now to add some dimension to my face before I go in and highlight. I'm gonna start softening up the bottom of that contour with the foundation brush. I don't know if y'all care, but this is Juvia's Place foundation brush. I don't know what this one is called. Well, round top foundation brush J1. And it's basically a dance kabuki style brush. And I'm just blending over that bronzer right quick. All right, so I'm finna put y'all up if y'all ever watch this. But beauty supply store, they have this concealer by Ruby Kisses, and it's all day coverage concealer. Got mine in, we're just gonna say #1 golden. This concealer is pretty freaking good, and I think it costs like, I remember it was under $10. That's all I can tell you. I'm just going to let that sit for a few seconds. No, I'm not, because I'm impatient. We're going to fan it a little bit. Armpit. Is that a trolling question? Wash it, exfoliate it, maintain it. That's all I got for you. I don't do a special armpit regimen. That was funny. I appreciate the comment though. Now this concealer does dry quite fast. And I'm not trying to be here all night doing this makeup, but see how we're starting to blend that bronzer back? I took that farther out than I wanted to, but I'll correct it. Under $10 concealer. Who is you talking to? Who are you talking to? There is a under $10 concealer. Don't say I didn't put y'all up on game. And again, that was the Ruby Kisses All Day Coverage Concealer. All right, now, like I said earlier, I'm just going to tap back over that bronzer area. Now, I made that a little harsher again on purpose. I'm going to tell you why. Because what do y'all think is going to be next? Next is blush time. I keep seeing me look over because I have this box of products. I'll show you so you don't think I'm making it up. But I try to keep my makeup like in an apparatus, a container like that. Because it'll take me a couple of forevers to actually do my makeup if I don't have at least some of the product gathered up. Put this blush on the other day, and this is Rosy Posy by Juvia's Place. I really don't like a lot of bright colors as I hold up uh pink, baby pink damn blush. And I like a lot of blush. Blush blind is who? Who is you talking to? Who exactly are you talking to? But I put it on the highest points. I put just a dab on the nose, and that was way too much. But again, there's no thing is too much. Precision foundation brush from number 12 from Ulta Beauty. I'm gonna start off with it. And this is just a little paw print brush, as y'all can see. Got an angle to it. I know it ain't blended in yet, but who? I've never used this brush for bronze. I've never used this brush for blush before. I like to blend my blush into the under eye a little bit, over beside the brow, into the brow. Okay. Just put that a little bit above the lip. And tap just a little bit up in here too. All right, I need some more bronzer because all right, I'm gonna put a little bit more of that on. See, at first I looked like I had a helmet on, but that is the power of blending. And keep in mind, I haven't even fully blended yet, but that skin look like peanut butter. Hermes made a real big purchase. Purse so big, had to treat it like a person. Bad in real life. Show me real love. Give up about them likes. I do care that like, and subscribe. And the way to my stream need to be monetized. I might need the money back if I sleep overnight. Wait. Hold up. But I'm the one that can't take. Shot like a free throw. Just know this ain't free though. My BD is amigo. Yo beat is 0. Boom. At least I'm getting my money. Got ropes more turned in the keyhole. Look at that cheek. Look at her. Look at her. Okay, for real though. Oh, I'm not scared either, y'all. This is just my process. Y'all, I'm bald head as a fool. When I tell y'all, my daddy cursed me, baby. My daddy cursed me with this hair. I'm 34 years old, and I'm sitting up here walking around bald head for no reason. There's no reason for it. Okay? There's no reason for it. And I was going through my old videos and I had a head full of luscious hair. Well, it wasn't luscious, but it was luscious to me. It was so full and polite and well behaved. And now I have to freaking rock a bald head until I can get over to Turkey because trouble don't last always. Neither does thin hair. And hopefully somebody will want to sponsor me one of these good old days and want to offer me a hair transplant. No, I'm talking about a hairline replacement. Because I surely take it with no problems, no hesitation. Especially right now with me considering making social media a home for me. I got time, babe. I got time to heal, okay? Time to build hair follicles, businesses, relationships, if that's conducive to what I need in my life. I'm trying to build, okay? I'm sitting over here minding my business. If somebody want to give me a hair transplant, I said her, y'all. I'm from Memphis, Tennessee, but I promise you, I speak pretty good English. I'm a very professional individual. You know, I just tend to have a potty mouth sometimes. But this skin is coming together. I think I'm gonna put on some more blush. This chair is not going to do. She's not gonna do. And I don't know if it's getting on your nerves like it's getting on my nerves. But she's very much so getting on my nerves with this squeaking and whining and crying. I love that color. Yeah, and I was so afraid. I was so afraid of that blush because I said, this is for white women. I'm not a white woman. I'm not a woman at all, actually. So I know for sure that this is not going to work on me. I literally tried it for the first time, maybe like 2 days ago. Look at it. Look at her. Look at her. And hopefully, if y'all watching me going back and forth with this makeup does not bother y'all because honestly, the whole process of makeup is back and forth. You put some on, you take some off. A lot of the times you are actively fixing what you are screwing up. And that's okay. That is okay. I've been doing freelance makeup since I was in the 10th grade, right? So I literally taught myself how to do makeup on myself primarily. And then I went out in the field because people used to always ask, who does your makeup? And I used to be like, girl, this was the time that I was on YouTube, 12, 13, 14 years ago. I think I when I looked into my channel, it said that I made my channel in 2009. Um, that was the year after I graduated high school. And keep in mind, I graduated high school, of course, from the context clues, it was in 2008. '08. Um, I forgot what I was talking about, y'all. Is it just me? Okay, it was just me. I feel like I saw a little patch in the screen, but I didn't see it um in real life. Real. I forgot what I was talking about, y'all. Yeah, what was I talking about? Is this skin not serving you like dog? Forget the creasing under the eyes because that's very minimal. I promise you. I've seen a lot worse. In this, she just blend right out, tap over her twice, and she say, "Bye, girl." You didn't have to be rude. All you had to do was ask. Okay. I love where our blush is at this point in her life. I love where my contour and bronzer is at this point in her life. Honestly, yeah, I might judge me a little bit. I want to add some more bronzer. And I don't even feel like opening this up. I'm going to take a stick. And the stick that I'm going to take is Toasted Chestnut by Black Opal. I just want to put a little bit more right there. And of course, it's not dark enough. Okay, so I blend out the edges. And I blend this up just a little bit. I think that's better. Okay. We are in a very good place, people, with this makeup. I'm going to get ready to set this. Okay. I'm going to tap over this stuff. The bottom of the contour blush. And we're going to tap over the bronzer and contour directly. Just to blend it in. I'm going to hit the sides of the nose. Blend it in and add all of our bronzers. We don't want any harsh lines, really. Anyway. Now I'm going to take my sponge. I bet y'all been wondering, when he going to touch her? She needs some attention. Okay. And the way that I figure out my cheek configuration, I always go over the top of my bottom lip. So my lip line here is where the bottom of my cheek should kind of go. And y'all, I told y'all, I pull stuff. I don't know if I even told y'all that. I might have just made that whole statement up. But I went into my stash of old stuff because when I moved in my house, and I found some ancient artifacts. Y'all. And I think I want to start using them. They're very much expired. Very much expired. Okay, but you use expired makeup at your own risk. I have not died, but anyway, this is an OG product from like 12, 15 years ago when I was doing YouTube the first time, and it's a hip pigment. I got a couple of them. I pulled this one. It's so pretty. Out of my stash, and I pulled these L'Oreal Infallibles. Do they still make these? Those were freaking gorgeous. Anyway, I want to take this hip pigment. This was literally my favorite warm brown. I'm gonna contour my lips with it. Don't judge me. I said don't judge me. Anyway, contrary to what you may believe, I do know what I'm doing a little bit. I know this looks like I'm drawing a bullseye around my mouth. And I kind of am in a way. However, once I set this, it's going to tone it down. But it's going to give us our first base lip liner. And it'll peek through the setting powder. It'll peek through the setting powder, y'all. And I just get this sitting on the top of my vanity so I can use it. Look at that color. Well, I guess it don't look like much on the camera. It doesn't look like much on the camera. But trust me when I tell you, one of my favorite red browns, still to date, okay? Still to this date. Okay, so my powder situation. So this is the Anastasia banana powder, and this is OG Laura Mercier translucent powder. Okay. Um, I use multiple powders. I'm a little wasteful with makeup, but please keep in mind that most of the time makeup is considered a luxury thing. Um, makeup is very expensive, and sometimes people don't understand that. Um, if you can find a lower end powder, and I have a couple of uh, other options for lower end powder, if anybody wants to know. The Maybelline Fit Me powder is awesome. Just so y'all are aware. Okay, so I'm blending out those bright areas, even though I should have saved those and did what I was about to set, because I set my face kind of different. Also, I thought my makeup had come off. I was about to say, okay, we're gonna do a little reverse contour with whatever remains on the sponge from tapping underneath your eyes and whatnot. Okay. When you smooth out all of those clumps and lumps and creases, I'm going to shake a little bit of this up into the lid. Tap it gently. That's the better advice. Unless you want to deal with this stuff going everywhere. I take powder out of the lid. I mix the both of them. And I take it out of my hand. Yeah, I missed the whole step. I need to get fillers because these damn smile lines, and keep in mind, y'all saw me put eyeshadow base um, beside my mouth, around my mouth, because of that reason. But anyway, I'm taking this powder and I'm pressing it everywhere except for under our eyes. And I, like I said earlier, I missed a step, but that step was just uh, my color corrector. I normally set it with a colored powder to help to set it and to give us a little bit more color correcting. And I normally use the Jekyll and Hill Correcting Deep Face It All palette. It's literally like a tanny orange type of uh, press powder. That's what it is. Okay, now I'm just going to take good old Laura. Hey girl, how are you? I'm going to get my powder puff. Full of that. I'm going to take our concealer brush. I'm going to tap out those lighter areas. Now I'm literally setting. We're not baking yet. I'm pushing all of the powder into the concealer. We're also going to start defining that nose. All right, now I'm going to take some Revolution translucent baking powder. I'm going to tap some into my hand. And my memory has a tendency to be kind of terrible, so I don't remember if I like this powder or not, but I can be intentional about paying attention right now as I put it on. Did y'all know that Tiffany Haddish made a song? It's called Woman Up. And I first started listening to it because I thought the chorus, well, there's a couple of lyrics in the chorus. And the words is time to get your ass back on track. Wake up, girl, you better. But I just heard get your ass. And I thought that was so funny. I thought that was so funny. As simple as that is. And the way that she just said it was so funny because I wasn't expecting it when I first heard it. And it's literally on my playlist now. And I listen to it often. I want to blend out this. Look at that. That creasing is so serious. that I couldn't make it up if I wanted to. Let me start putting my stuff back. That's another reason it takes me so long to do my makeup, because I be having to put stuff back where it goes. I don't understand how people can operate in discombobulation and mess. I'm gonna use this NYX Butter Blush Bronzer. I love this. I'm gonna use this brush. Also, I pulled it out of my brush stash. This is an AOA Studio when they first came out and things literally were $1. But this bronzer here, you gonna see her. Okay, so we got that nose, Otay, Otay. Let me start shipping this chin too. Hey girl, sorry. You'll be alright though. Alright, now let's do these eyes. I'm not big on doing a whole bunch with the eyes. I mean, some of it's cute, but I'm 34 years old. I ain't got time for all that, you know? So what I typically go for, something subtle, you know? I'm gonna let my beauty speak for itself. I don't want no crazy eyeshadow, okay? Now, if I'm doing makeup on someone else and that's what they prefer, cool. I'm just going to throw some of this butter bronzer in the crease. I'm gonna wing out that shadow a little bit. That uniform. Alright, so I'm gonna use this Planet Makeup by Yolando. This is the mixed braced contour and bronzer palette. This is in medium to dark. I'm just going to mix around in these. Style me just a contoured brown eye look. We're just gonna throw some bronzers in the crease. We're gonna blend it out. I wanna lose myself. And it's enough for this restless warrior just to be with you. The love tonight. It is where we are. So I have not put on my complexion powder yet, which is my foundation powder. And I am using Smacks Studio Fix Foundation Plus in the shade 43. Powder brush. I love this. Flat top, round, not too firm. But keep in mind, I should have done this before I put on bronzer. I still haven't reviewed like terms and conditions. So I guess I found out later if it's appropriate for me to sing a little ditty on here every now and then. Blush combination. So I told y'all that I was scared of this blush, but I love it. I paired it with this. So my brown skin girlies, my brown skin guys, I'm probably late to it because I just watched stuff from the sidelines. I watched stuff from the sidelines, but I'm gonna use two separate brushes for two different effects because um, I like it to be more concentrated here coming out of the bronzer. I love blush, y'all. If you're not wearing blush, fix it. We just want to create a color relationship. And this lighter color, now I just use this brush, which is kind of like a paddle, and put it on the back of my cheekbone, on top of the bronzer. And then I'm going to take the light one, and I'm going to get up in there. We're going to get that more on the apples. The flash of the neon lights, and touch the sound of silence. And no one dare disturb the sound of silence. Contour.
Alright, I am pinching that face in. And the people running away to the neon garden light. And the sun is shining in the world. And the sun in the words of the broken sky. Alright, so I'm going to go into this, and I'm going to take a contour color, and I bounce around in here. So I use this one and this one. We are going to pinch that nose in.
Okay. So, y'all, another OG. This is from freaking BH Cosmetics. I don't think they even exist anymore. But this is like a OG contour palette. And I'm going to take one of these. Tattoo Studio Color Tattoo Buff and Tough. So, one thing y'all need to know about me. I always have to take allergy medicine before I do my makeup. Because there always ends up feeling like there are freaking rocks in my eye. Okay? So, anyway, the eyes are pretty much done. I'm just doing a little more smokiness. Right. Good, baby, don't you? Right, I'm gonna smoke underneath my eye with a warm brand. I'm going into the Better Than Chocolate palette by Too Faced, and I am using Cake My Day, which is right above my finger here. To blend my blend out color down pretty far, and a lot of the times the black too, because I have watery eyes. So if I smoke this down far enough, it'll kind of blend it in when it does happen. I'm going to take a black pencil. This is the Lights Out eyeshadow. They call it a marker, a matte eyeshadow marker. It's very much not a marker. It's thick, okay, like a jumbo pencil. I think this is supposed to be waterproof though. It doesn't say it on here, but I think the package said it. So I'm going to tight line in between the lashes. There's nothing worse than seeing a space in between the lash. I look pretty already. If I put on my face tapes right now, I'd be snatched, honey. Okay? So I'm using a black eyeshadow. I just went into it's Wet n Wild. I think it's Color Icon. Yes, Wet n Wild Color Icon palette. These are OGs. They have always been pretty decent. But as time progresses and as technology advances, they are getting better and better. And again, we're just setting this pencil with black shadow. And I'm just smoking it out. I don't want a wing liner. Let me actually dust this powder off. Okay, might be weird, but I'm gonna dust off some of that baking powder with whatever bronzer I have on this brush. I'm also gonna go in with another bronzer. Now, I bet you like, girl, what? Y'all, what? What? What it is? What's going on here? Okay. This is what I'm gonna set or tint under my eyes with. What I can't remember is which shade it is. Both of them are very bright. I think this way. Okay, so we're gonna use this shade here. This is the Juvia's Place medium palette. Oh, and I'm blinding out. But I'm gonna take this one. I look pretty. I like it. Don't matter how, what, who, riding where you riding. If I can. Even when it's raining now. Ain't that so shut your mouth. And if you know now, you know it, babe.
Ain't got no tears to cry. Ain't got no tears to cry. Contour these lips.
Okay, let's spritz. Ain't got no tears to cry. We on another time. Okay, so I look pretty, right? Come on, beautiful. Where you going, beautiful? Okay, so I normally spray my face first with setting spray. I always see how the primary one does me, which is the one that I'm trying. And again, it is the Matte Finish Facial Prime and Setting Spray by Giovanni. I got it from TJ Maxx. It was $5.99. I'm just gonna spray a little bit more. I do this before I do highlighter and lashes. This is my OG. Elf has one too that I think is very much comparable to this. With my goal of using things up. Y'all gonna see stuff until they empty, okay?
Anastasia Sunset Aura Loose Highlighter. And I'm very much scared because I'm normally like a pearly, golden, undertone type of highlighter person. It just works better with my golden tan skin tone. My beautifully melanated skin tone. I'm gonna use this pink highlighter.
I'm gonna take a pencil brush. Okay, we're gonna go back in with the blush. That is beautiful. I want you. Okay, never had too much blush. Okay, I'm gonna put y'all up on some more game. So if you just need some throwaway lash glue that works like a charm and that's not gonna let you down, go to Dollar Tree. This is worn out, but I think this is Ionic lash glue. It comes in black and it comes in white. Thank me later. Thank me later. And you're welcome. Don't ask me for nothing else. Do not ask me for nothing else. The lashes that I am applying. Ooh. The lashes that I am applying, I actually made them. I stacked a half lash and a little dainty lash. If anybody knows me, they know that I'm not a big fan of the huge bat wing lashes. So we're gonna do a little bitty dainty lash. See, she dainty yet effective.
I'm gonna take some liquid liner. This is Wet n Wild Breakup Proof Skinny Waterproof Liquid Eyeliner. I'm just gonna camouflage that band. No, it's better just to see who's holding. I still don't know these words. I love Zumba. You got me
I've been here for 2 hours. Perfecting this look. Knocking the dust off. It's been 12 years since I've been online. And it's time for me to do what I do. You just coming in. I've been doing a lot of miscellaneous singing, and I ain't gonna say whether it's been good or not. This is part of my process. I'm freshening up these brows. And I am about to go and get dressed and put on my hair. What you got going on over there on your end? It's 1:22 here in Tennessee. Whereabout are you? Let me reline this lip. So there's a method to my madness with lip liner. Lip liner is not transfer proof, right? So I put my lip liner on and I take a brown liquid lipstick. This one just happens to be from, what is this? Black Radiance. So I put my Fawcett packaging. So I put my lip liner on and I go over it with a brown lip line. I mean, with a brown liquid lipstick to kind of set it and seal it. And then I start ombraying from the inside. Low key, I like this. I like this brown lip, honey.
Body code. And I'm sorry. Life for the party. Let's get it started. Ain't that so? Ain't that so? I'm getting feeling hella and I can if I want fuck it up. Okay. Yeah? I'm finna go and put my hair on and get dressed. After 20 years, I think I can get used to this again. Because I'm extra, I'm gonna spray a little bit more setting spray. This is rare. Filter rare. Yeah, okay. Anyway, I appreciate y'all. Thank y'all for helping me put my toe in the water. I appreciate it. I'll see y'all later. Love y'all. Be blessed.